Alright. Go. Yo. Yeah. Yo, I turn it up, or is it not loud enough? My tourniquet is making me feel like I'm turning to dust. If he turns up the beat a little bit, is it alright, or is he gonna triple bit? Yo, a triple hit. Back to the wall, he turned up the beat, and it's okay, cause he's not trying to make him ball. Just make him cry, because it's life, and you and I can make it through the wall if we try. That's quantum mechanics, and I've been planning everything that I'm landing on. All of these mattresses were laid down before the dawn. Before you got up, I was up in the dusk, I was up in the dark, just moving around, making it work. Yo, that's what the city said, because it turns, even though you were in bed and you didn't know that you earn money in your sleep. But that's not right, it's really funny that you think that you can count sheep and make cause shit ain't fake, it's just paper. The fiat, yo, I got the labor. Oh yeah, the young lamper, young vamper, all up in your hamper, trying to get what he is. Yo, he gets what it is. He turns up the beat again. Is he gonna regret it? I don't know. But now he just can't stop spitting, cause it's the way that it goes. He can't stop dancing on his toes, cause he's like a ballerina. The way that he dances around the beat, did he ruin it by turning it up again? I don't know. But it's what he did, so he's gotta show something for it. Yes, I'm coming through the forest trying to grow trees like I'm some sort of carnivorous approach to life. This is me just trying to twice, maybe 3 times get it, baby. I don't even know if I should leave or stay, but usually I leave. Or wait, every time I leave, let me correct my weave. And Bob, yo, I got a job. The sled is going down the slope and now we out of time. Yo, young Jamaica lines, all in your hair. You trying to be what you're not. The cornrows align, but you not. Yo, I've been froze on the spot, staring at the floodlights. Young deer in the headlights, young run light. Yo, but the park speaks, yo, and I know the fucking heart speaks, and the dark speaks too, and those you can't see, everyone come around and grab me, put me in the cell for doing what I had to. Yo, I'm just trying to be mad too. You can't alleviate yourself out of the community, because they all a reflection of what you are. No matter if you top to bottom, the bars that you put up on the window can't have them out. Oh yo, yeah, they come through like Oreos and clamp you down. That's the way it is all around the town. And reverse it, young, I got the purses held in the jail cell. I spelled out my own demise, and now I'm out the eyes and out them clothes, because the shit is very froze. The rope is thrown across the 20-yard. Everything I do, it's in the front yard, so you can see. And if you don't want, well, you can leave, because this ain't your part of town, so you can't breathe. I can't breathe, I can't alleviate the sweatshirt on my arm, making me feel warm. I don't know if this is too warm or not. Or sorry, not warm, but the beat might be too loud. I might be fucking it up mechanically or vocally. So it's a problem, man, because I can't really tell. Oh man. But I think it's a little better. Fuck it. Alright, we're just gonna leave it here. If it's bad, it's bad. You know what? It is what it is. This is kind of like the whole fucking, you know, the philosophy of it, I would say. Yo. Yo. Yo, young NPC swing, he's hung, he's on the limb, trying to get his lungs filled. He's spitting that he's jumping into the river, and the current takes him wherever it will. It's all fine with his mind, he ain't gonna spill his emotions unless they find, unless he's taking the potion of 5. But now that he's not, he's out over here just getting his thoughts over the bay and the sea. It receives whatever it needs. Yo, that's the young crustacean. Under the waves I find my home. Am I making a mistake by living with the octopuses and squids? Is that me just trying to get away or under the ground somewhere that I didn't mean to go? But the dreams, they take you down real low. Yo, I'm pounding it out with the monsters in the bottom of the ocean. Now we gotta be motioning. Yo, we're doing tap dance routines at the bottom sands of the fucking seas. Yo, the 7 or 8, which one did you want to count? There must be more than 7. That was archaic talk now. Yo, the phrases that I left on the table, can you pick them up and don't read them, please, because they'll make you feel what the truth is, and I know you can't handle that, so I'm not trying to move it, but I'm moving on because you heard what it is, and now I gotta do whatever I want because I know that someday I'll have a daughter. When I keep saying this in my raps, and then I hope I don't, because I know that it'll be a bad open road, a closed one. Yo, because it's tough in these days for the female race, and can we please raise hell again so that they can spell themselves into a fucking cave and face themselves as they need to without running from what they need to, because their knees not tied by society's eye and everything that closes it. I'm trying to clone it with all these fucking roses, and the closet is open so you can jump in and fly to Narnia or out some other land. I just been thumping a beat, a bass drum for you to just jump in to. Yo, the snare is real quiet in my ears. I don't know if I'm lying or is it alright? Is it fine? Yo, young PMC's all flying through his mind, and the brain waves and ventricles and the myelinated sheath is showing you how it gets real close-minded. Yo, I really have everything lined up. It's very fat and very approachable. Yo, what is he's talking about is neural chemistry. You be sending me off to the bay just to check with Bay if it's alright, but I'm playing Bay got thrown in the water and left for dead. Oh, yo, that's the way it goes. Sorry, baby. That's me just trying to not have a baby. Run faster than it could ever be. Down the highway, I'm on my feet, but tearing it up like it's fucking free. Yo, no fee can catch me even though you wanna find me. Man, I'll be dead before that time, so you can't remind me what I owe, because nothing really matters when you're on the side of the coast, and then I go lower and farther from your boxes that trying to put me in them. Yo, I can't be caught. Yo, young ham hock, young turkey, young Thanksgiving. Yes, I've been lingering in my mind on the past, but now I moved on. And it's the last thing I want to do is remind myself of what was wrong. But you have to sometimes go back to the cave at the bottom with the squids and the octopus. We got everything we pushing, like Lupe, kick, everything we want to say. Yo, young, drink it down, the goose was gray. And who did you want to say? It's Duck Duck Go, it's young hoes. Oh, yo, every time he coming close to the mirror, he sees himself, it's fogging up, and then he kisses his image because he's in love with it. Yo, young narcissism, but he got the flow, so he can't stop with the jism flying out all of these hoes. Yo, it's just the way that it is. I'm sorry that you didn't wanna be in privy circumstances and quarters to that. I've been dancing with quarters and nickels, put them in the jukebox, and you can hear Don Rickles talk about his fucking woman's box. Yo. Holy shit. Man. Yo. Yo. Apparently this beat was made in Canada, so it's apparently what I want to see. All your mans is lined up in the front lobby. We trying to give them jobs, and it's my job to give them a hobby. Yo, cause I think the people of this country really need something to do instead of sitting on their phones, the two. Yo, and it's almost cliche at this point, but it ain't work, so I'ma say it again until you shaving points off of the work. Yo, and the verbs that he says, they don't alleviate stress in your mind, they just give you more. But that's okay, that's the point. It's to wake you up, and with the joint that won't wake you up, just need the point of a gun or a bayonet spabbing into your back. You spazzing cause you coming back out of the islands. First, third, which chain do you want? It's on all over your brain or your arm. Yo, I can't come back and be another fucking example of what the failures were in this life, so I gotta keep going on. I'm sailing to the new lands. Young PMC has got himself with red hands cold. Yeah. He returns to what was old and new and borrowed and blue. Some type of wedding shit. Some sniper shit from the top. Who's going off? Was it a fucking framing or not? Was it a scam? Was it something that you can't run from like a ham? Try to chase you in the grocery store line. The aisle was reminding you of what you saw in your dream, and the lines were coming trying to chase the hams. What is that, man? I don't even know. The predator was chasing some frozen food. That's gotta be something for you to think through. Take a day, then come back, write it down on a pad, and tell me what you got out of it. I got no heart coming from you. Yo, because the clue was writ. It's very easy to understand that shit, yo, but I'll leave it to you, so you can't even try again. Yes, I've been flying in some parasails. Young Hamas, come through your whales, come through your villages and take down everything that you own. Young criminal, and then you return with the nuclear bomb. Yes, I gotta go. Yo, I'm out of this earth because everyone's putting themselves in the dirt. I got nothing to do with it, yo. The young criminal work, devil's work is making its way through this planet. I demand that you look at what you are. You can't run from the truth of your heart. Yo, and that's not on me. It's on you if I apologize, if I remind you of what you are. But that's not my fault. It's just my job. It's just what I had to do. Young, average dude, but much more. Yo, but everyone is. You gotta remind yourself that your flaws is your gifts. Yo, that's the way that he is. And every time that the kick comes a little off of the beat, yes or no, I'm offering my seat. Up at the table, duck, duck, goose, yes, we did it again. The gray fable is what he's trying to write in his hand. The poem was written, I guess it changed, and everything is the same, or is it not again? Yo, young knots in his brain, untying them, and then showing you what it is, and you trying them. Yo, but you line them up, and then you smoke it like dust, then you sniff it into your brain, and your shit unfolds. Yes, that's how it goes. I can't really tell you how it is or how it's not. I'm just here in the middle of a thought, in the middle of a sentence. Young, injected everything into the right, the impression. Left side, he dances up the wall. Young spider guy, yo, he's at the top now, flying down the buildings. There's too many, I can't fill them. Yo, like a construction site with concrete. We didn't want to build this one, so we left it last week. We got 100,000 tons of concrete in the ground, and we built nothing on top of it now. Yo, that's a foundation that never got used. And maybe that reminds you of you, or of me, or what got used. And no, the building was built, but it's not really a building, because you know buildings can't fill the sky. They can only fill the place that's close to the ground, because they never fly anywhere now. They're not able to go up to the skies, but you are, because you know that you're much more than your eyes can see. Good shit, good shit. I found the beats, man. I found these 90s shit. Yo, young, bloody hook records. I've been hung on a bloody hook, so I can't even show you what it looks like. The meat and the blood's running out of my back wound. Yo, I'm here in the bathroom, just talking to you, but you're not trying to look at me because you're having a good time with your people, and you've made the misery not part of your life because you count it as something that's over here just to be frowned at. But that's okay, I got a meat hook in my back, so that means I'm coming back to the devil's clack. Yo, that means I escaped, that means I'm out of the dungeon, and guess what you thinking, you thumping, but you're not out of anything that's coming to you. The pain and the punishment is coming to you, cause no one escapes. That hook is coming for your back, and you can't wear a cape that's black enough or white enough to escape. Yo, and I'm coming with Jakes, the old term for cops that they used to use on these tracks, or not. I don't even know why am I appropriating these words, these flows, but he made his own. Yo, so the verbs and the grows, and the grass that is on the ground, and I'm not seeing it now because there ain't much in this side of town, but it's all that it is, man, it's all that is found. Yo, young, alleviate stress on his brain because he gotta be playing chess with those who've been the same. I'm thinking like 5 words ahead and rhymes that come into my brain I never saw. Yo, I always sawing down the tree. Me and my man, we use a mechanical saw. Yo, a mechanical approach to what is usually a boast. Yo, but he's coming with closed toes, a closed eyes and a closed heart, and the fist was coming to your face and making you far away from your brain. Yo, I'm talking about the eyelids. He's always poking out. I've been smiling, so you know you can't know me now. You can't really be with the lonely clown, but it's whatever you are. The microphone was far from my mouth, so you might not have heard the last sound. Yo, that's what it is, that's what he gets out of his mouth, and you know it's not perfect, but he's always just worth it, because saying whatever is true, it's always worth it at the other side. That's the consequence that you've been trying to spend all your dollars on. I can't remind you what you are. Yo, I can only give you a little bit of a lonely nudge, because he's over here just trying to get what he is. Young sage, young kid, he's at the top of the mountain just praying for God to come down and bring him up. Young castles of dust, young sand, I'll turn into dust. I'll turn into clutch bags that you wanted to sell. Man, this economy is just as well a hell that you could be swimming in. All these dividends and these linens and these shoes and these women that you want. Everything's not your thought. It's someone else's idea of what's right. That's the rot. Is that it's not yours, and you couldn't get in touch with what's right. And all your swords were put down at night because you don't remember what was right. Return to sender. The shit was never right. Yo. Click, clack, close. The train comes down the line right real slow and pulls into the station. But you don't get on because you were faking your fears. Faking this cheer and faking the smile at the world because you're really just doing it worthwhile. You ain't really worried about what's worthy. Spin the turf the world. We're gonna be king of the hill. It's not even the hill. It's just something that you gonna spill down head first because I got you on your fucking bill now. That's the cap. That's the Ducks, Oregon. We got them stuck because we know we got a whore again. That means giving it out, giving your luck to those who wanna make sounds and giving this stuff. I'm never stuck on the beat like glue. Young Elmer, young rock solid. Yes, you gotta go sell her. But whatever, who's the pious bidder? I left her on the sidewalk and you can hit her if you want because she gets what she wants. Because it's not my job to tell a bitch what to do. That's alright, that's God's. I don't condone that, but it is not my job to really be controlling people. Is that wrong? It's not wrong. It's right. It is the right thing. And if you try to control people, it will always, always, always fail. And if you don't understand that, well, it's your misunderstanding of life. It is your misunderstanding of the allocation of responsibility that comes to you and your side of this eternity. People will always make their own decisions. Don't ever think that you can tell them what to do or make them do. You can only influence, and even then, there's very significant limits to what that does. But I don't condone hitting women. I want to say that very directly. Yo, I don't condone hitting women, but sometimes they gotta get themselves on their own side of the tracks. That means get here, get that, and then scat. Yo, young hoe that you didn't want back, so you let her go. Alright, the centerfolds, they run back, but the door is closed. Sorry, young Jackie Kennedy. She was an enemy of those who would just explode in all of her husband's linens and clothes. Yo. And that's what happened. Don't you remember there was like 40 whores that fucked JFK and his wife was sitting in the next room? That's kind of fucked up, but we don't ever blame the whores, do we? No, and that's something I said that's not groovy because you don't want to know or think or remember how Marilyn Monroe was kind of a whore. Yeah, that's just what it is. I can't get on all fours and show you how a bear crawls because I'm just trying to give you what the fucking narwhal does. He drills into your brain with that long ass nose. And maybe it's just the top of the toes that you was looking at because you're staring at the ground of the sky. It's not my fault, it's not my job to tell you which one. Why are you trying to get a which one and cast spells on this one? Yo, the side of the planet that you is, young average kid, again, not that much higher and much lower at the same time, so the average is just the mean. Yo, and that's for everyone. You can't understand the queen and all the guns that was pointed at your head. You don't appreciate humanity's goatness, the greatness of the average person on this planet. It's far surpasses your man's. Yo, what's up though? That means that we are the same. There ain't a difference, and if you're trying to find a difference, well, they'll split you with the atoms. Yo, young nuclear explosion, the atoll is gone now. The sands of time spawn now. Yo, young island chain is gone and all inside your brain. Yo, everything that you thought you was is dust, and it's dust to dust, and everything inside your clutches alleviates the stress from your brain because life is all the same, and it's everything at the time of day that you wanted it to be. I got apologies for 3 or 4 people, and that's it. And it's for my behavior, not anything else. And that's me just trying to send you to hell. Yo, young revenge sends you for an eternity with the demons. Yo, the Pope said you kicked out of the church and clean linens. Yo, that's what's up. I'm doing my wash at the time of the dusk, at the time of the night when nobody wanted to touch it. So I'm over here for myself and I love it. Yo, always in his cell with himself, and I've been selling my health because I know I got much things better to do than the wealth, whatever. This beat's interesting. This is interesting. This beat is called No Gimmicks, but it's kind of has a lot of gimmicks in his production. But it is a classic beat. I don't want to insult. It's almost too classic, I think. I need something more, I need something a little less fantastic. This music, like, defined the scene. There's a gimmick, right? This has no gimmicks, but... Anyways, Lord Finesse. We still remember what you did. We still remember that lawsuit. I don't even have to say it. Everyone remembers it. So... we don't forget. We do forgive, though. That's right. And that's the lesson. I didn't want to do this one, but I'm going to do this one. Yo. Because sometimes it's not your choice. This is actually a great lesson, man, that life just comes and kind of impresses itself inside your experience. Yo, I'm talking to spirits, I'm talking to ghosts, I'm talking to those who want to give me a toast. I'm at the table at the side of the fucking canyon. Yo, me and your man's about to jump in with no plans. So what we do is we ride to the bank side and give him a gun to the temple. Yo, I said bring us to your temple and show us where your gods is. He says we don't have one this side of the canyon. Yo, and I'm like, that's alright, it is what it is. We gotta set up a table for all of the ghosts and then convene an exorcism for this place. Because we don't have an embrace to give to your gods, and the taste of food would be right now, kind of alright, even though if it's something that was made by a sprite or a spirit. Yo, young, you can't fear it, the 7-Up was all hung on the sides. Yo, we use a bit tacky decorations, but this is a different type of celebration, so don't judge it. I'm over here trying to love it and hug it. Yo, like the furry cats, huh? Yo, don't worry, dude. Don't worry, Dad. I'm just doing me, and you do you. It's alright. Yo, it is what it is. He got what he is. You know he's with the fucking grips and the clips that he unloaded. It was all in love. It was all in the search of the stars above. Yo, that is what it is. And he's with the fucking... shit that I live in. Yo, I'm living in every day that I'm in. All of these linens smelling very clean, cause I used too much detergent in the fucking washer. Yo, out here just trying to find a washer and a nut and a bolt to put into your bolts and make you fucking rise again like the Iron Giant. I've been smiling in my dreams and my waking moments. I've been never faking, always trying to always own it. But at the days that you do, you find the consequences. That's the only way that you learn. You too. So I'm gonna mention something, but then it's gonna be spurned by you, because again the only way that you learn is consequences. I've been burning my time, but it's just for me. The incense is fine, filling the air, got me spending all my money on these bitches. Nothing compares to the way that she dips. Yo, I got my clip unloaded inside of these people that are trying to keep me owned in. The society's always trying to be closing in like the trash compactor, and I got after parties to attend. Yo, it's harder than the Bends. It's harder than Oregon South Coast. Yo, yo, what the fuck? Because sometimes the beats and sounds is making me really understand the way that the towns and cities are failing us, because this life is much baler than the court is. It tells you that you owe some money to the state. Yeah, because you didn't let your tree grow far enough. Yo, the right of way was not yours, you was told, but you didn't know, cause you new to this neighborhood, and the home owner association had you giving a note to your door. That's not the way that you communicate with neighbors. Yo, I'm the time saver, I'm the receipt maker. Yo, the invoice was sent, and it was my choice, so I had to go bend my ear to those who want me to listen in. I'm steering the conversation like I'm at the fucking ranch. Yo, this is me, I'm here, I am. Yo, I am what I am, and I have to go dance like Just Dance 2. Some other game that you used to play at the arcade back in the day. Now I gotta say whatever I want, because this life is whatever I want, and whatever I put on the track is out of my heart. Yo, or maybe my brain, or maybe my soul, or something in between, making the gaps seem like they much larger than the team. Yo, again the mic was twisted. Yo, I'm never trying to get this shit for twisted. Young Twister, young Cyclone, young Iowa State. I've never been fake, I've always been home. Yo, so he's always been in the stars. Young chemical romance, alchemical for the dance. Yo, young Sadie Hawkins, young Jim Hawkins, young Pirates of the Treasure, young Caribbean. I left her, and now I'm back to see him. Young Mr. Bean, young Mr. Clean. Yo, the head was shaved after the days of fucking Lent we're over, young Ramadan. Young is over the dawn. Young is Golda. Yo, Goldie Hawn. I got what I got. Yo, I got all of these thoughts exploding now. This is my weight. This is my life now. All right, that's it. Good night.